and I'm a DCP chair. Today, I'm really honored to be here as a host for the running an effective and impactful club meeting. And now, on behalf of the organizing team, I would like to extend the warmest welcome to all participants, our district leader and club officers for spending this Friday evening with us. Can you? Yeah, thank you very much. And to kick off the workshop today, I would like to invite our distinguished Toastmaster Club Program Quality Director, Program Quality Director and Samanath for the opening remarks.
Thank you, our host of tonight's workshop, Mr. Iris, and also the distinguished club program chair. Good evening, all district leaders, club officers, and also members of District 97. I hope everyone is having a great day. Some might be having a tiring day, and also some are still working, and also taking your busy time to join our workshop tonight. May I know, and also you can drop in the chat box, which club are you from, and whether your club is on-site club, online club, or maybe hybrid club, we would like to hear in the chat box. This is the second time that our District 97 conducted this kind of workshop, running an effective and impactful club meeting. In the first quarter of the year, we have started this kind of workshop for our club officers and members to come together to share their good and successful practice. We have representatives from on-site club, online club, and also hybrid club to share what they have been doing great, and also help other clubs in our district to become better in terms of running an impactful and also effective club meeting. And in this workshop, you can also ask any question that you might have related to running a good club meeting. Let's consider this as a friendly and also a positive environment where everyone can learn from one another. So the practice of one club might be work or might not work well for the other, but we come together to learn and also to share. And you can also consider to apply it to a club as well. And because we realize that having impactful and also effective club meeting will maintain and also keep our current members and also attract new members to join our Toastmaster community as well. And you know, during this month, it is the month of membership renewal. That's why having a good club meeting can also attract new members to join your club and also keep your club in a good standing as well. So I encourage you to keep joining us throughout the meeting. Take note and also ask any question you might have so that we can bring to apply in your club. With that, I wish everyone have a fruitful and also productive workshop tonight. Back to you, our host, Toastmaster Iris.
Thank you very much. Can we give a big round of applause for our opening remarks from distinguished Toastmaster Program Quality Director and Samanath? Thank you very much. And to continue the workshop, I would like to invite everyone to join the warm-up activity. Here we can share the answer or opinions about these two questions. Let me share the screen here. Okay. So here are two questions that we can discuss together in the warm-up activity. So for the first one, what is the best moment you've seen in a club meeting? Or what is the best chaotic moment you've experienced? And you can type in the chat box or you can turn on your mic and I can invite one of you to share as well. So yeah, what is the best moment that you've seen in a club meeting or the most chaotic? I would like to see more answer or sharing in the chat box, and I would love to invite our president, Brian Richards, to share your opinions. Yeah, I will ping you. Yes, okay. Can you turn on your mic? Excuse me.
Sorry about
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
typing it
okay.
as we are speaking.
Okay. So you want to typing or you want to type or you want to chat in the chat box?
Right, put it in the chat box.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Let me see. There's some standing
Yeah.
ovation character role players cancel last minute. Okay, yeah. Uncoordinated appointment of the new role player. Oh, I see. Oh, where people support each other. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we are here in the community and we support each other as well. And how about the other one? Can I hear from President Spixie, DTM Abisara?
Everyone show up and the guest turn to be a member.
Oh, the guest turn to be the member. Wow. Have to on the clock be like that as well. Thank you very much. Oh, where there is no agenda and no one is in charge. Wow. Oh, it's so surprised. And we hear new member deliver their icebreaker speeches. Yeah. It's so interesting. Listen the new speech to the new member as well. Everyone played their roles perfectly, and the meeting went smoothly. And most chaotic moment, a missing role taker at the last minute. Okay, can you raise your hand, like raise your hand like the symbol, if the club or if you join the club and you see the role taker missing at the last minute? Can you raise your hands? Can I see? Okay, I see one only. Really? Just one? The road taker
Mhm.
missing in the last minutes. Just one. One club. Two. Three. Yeah, I see. Four, five, six, seven. Oh, a lot. My club as well. And so this is it can be an issue that everyone will join hands together to know the answer can we resolve it in the meeting or the workshop today. And thank you everyone for joining the warm-up activity. And now I would like to invite everyone to the main part, that is success story and practical tips. And I would like to introduce our three speakers today. The first one, that is President Thomaster J. Wachanapath from Sukhumvit Thomaster Club. Please send a heart to him. And the second speaker, President Thomaster Bin Fang from English Teacher Thomaster Club. Yeah. And last but not least, we have Intermediate Past President Thomaster Alex from Phnom Penh Thomaster Club. Yeah, thank you very much for joining as a speakers and share the experience with us. And now, let's move on. I would like to invite everyone. Welcome the first speaker, Thomaster J. Wachanopath from Sukhumvit Thomaster Club. Please be on the screen.
Thank you. Do you want me to share the screen, Iris?
I can support. Oh,
Okay, yes, please. It's nicer to use the screen. Okay, well, thank you for the warm welcome, Toastmaster Iris, and PQD Distinguished Toastmaster M. Somanak as well. So first, I'm Jay. I'm from Bangkok, Thailand, and currently I am the president of the Sukhumvit Toastmasters Club. So just wanted to say hi to everyone first. Happy Friday. I hope you guys had an amazing and productive week. And I appreciate every one of you being here for the workshop on such a nice Friday evening, right? It means more when it's a Friday evening. So let's make the most out of it. And I have a lot of good content for everyone. So let's begin. I am going to be talking about the topic, running. Can you go back one slide? Thank you. So the topic on my end is to run an effective and impactful on-site club meetings, right? So the key word here is being on-site. And at our club, at the STC, we are very blessed to be at a very nice location right in downtown Bangkok, at a nice 5-star hotel called the Grand Centerpoint. And of course, being at on-site, there are many elements that would constitute a better club experience. And that is what I want to point out today, so that we are more aware and be more mindful, so that we can use these as an improvement going forward. Now, first thing that I want to do is I want to get people here to be thinking a bit, right? If we go on to the next slide, please, TM Iris. So the big question before we begin is that if someone, right, maybe a new guest, makes the effort to show up in person, right? If they are going through the traffic, the commute after work to get to an on-site meeting, what should they experience that they cannot get online, right? If you guys want to key down some words in the chat, I would appreciate it. I want to know from everyone as well. We'll give it 5 seconds if we have any good answers in the chat. I want to hear from our distinguished guests here as well what you guys think would be the added aspects that people cannot have at an offline site versus online. Stage management. Yes, thank you, President Aprisara. The presence of the energy. Perfect. That is exactly one of the things I'll be talking about. Shaking hands, body language. Amazing, amazing answers. So let's move forward. Thank you for the answers. They're very valid points. But the 3 main elements that I deem are the most important. First, I have to apologize. I'm not sophisticated enough to come up with easy to remember acronyms like the 3 C's or the 3 S's or CAT, right? So we have to go with ECP, which is energy and connection and presence, right? The energy is what you bring to the table. It's what people, right, from your energy, right? And the connection, that one is in the context of the relationships. And the last one, presence, is the physical presence. And of course, I'll be going through these 3 points one by one so that we are more clear on what I'm talking about, right? So the first one, energy. Energy starts before the meeting. This is very important because let's imagine this. If you are someone who is new to a Toastmasters club or a meeting, right? What is the worst possible experience that you could get when you walk into your meeting? Maybe you walk in and the people there are chattering, they're bickering, they are chatting among themselves. They don't notice you, right? And you are very nervous. You thought a lot about coming to this new meeting that you have never been, and you are getting out of your comfort zone to go to the meeting. But people are just talking, trying to organize, and no one notices you, right? And you were talking to yourself, okay, I feel like an outsider a lot right now. What should I do? Should I leave the meeting? I'm not comfortable. And then finally, someone sees you and then greets you, hey, guest, right? Come sit down. And they place you at the back end of the room in a very quiet corner. And then they don't do proper introductions, right? And then the meeting starts. The SAA is a bit lost. It starts a bit late. The SAA doesn't know the 3 forbidden topics. He's asking everyone, oh, is it religion? Yeah, right, religion. And then what else? Politics? I don't know. And then the Toastmaster of the day comes up and he doesn't properly introduce the roles. Now the guest is totally confused. Okay, what is SAA? What is GE? What is theme? What is PE? Right? That causes a very bad beginning to the meeting. And that is what I mean by the first 5 minutes matter. Because it sets out the tone of the meeting, right? If you have good beginnings, good greetings, intentional greetings, a good start to the meeting, I rest assure you that there will be a good flow, a good energy to the meeting, right? And the second point is that energy is contagious, right? Energy is contagious. Imagine if you come into the meeting and you're happy about your day, you are excited to be at the meeting. Everyone else can feel it in the air. They want to contribute. You're there with energy, right? On the other hand, if you show up at the end of your day, of course, it's a long office day for most people, and you are tired, you're down, and you come in not wanting to talk much, you don't look at people's faces, don't greet them, people can feel it too. So energy matters a lot on an on-site meeting, especially because you can feel it in the air. So that's my point for energy. You need a solid start to the meeting to get the flow going. And secondly, you should bring good energy, uplifting energy, because people can sense it and you bring up the level for everyone. Next, please, TM Iris, if we could move on to connection. So connection in this context, I mean, is the relationships, right? So to me, when you go onto an on-site meeting, there are two main aspects, right, to an on-site meeting. First one, obviously, you are there to practice, you are there to learn. So it's following the guidelines of the Toastmasters course. You do the materials, you do the pathway, and you practice. You get up and speak, and you improve on your skills. Now, to the second aspect, I would say it's very important as well, is the relationships between you and the other members, right? In this case, if you have good relationships with the other members, you feel the desire to come back as a team and getting to know them better, right? So in this way, if your club is actually facing a decline in membership or participation or retention in general, connection is actually a very valuable tool in getting the people to come back and participate more, because connection builds retention. Now, our club, we place a lot of emphasis on this aspect, which is connection. So that is why, first, we have meaningful introductions. So we have a session after the Toastmaster Day is done explaining the theme, right? We would have this getting to know each other where it would last around 10 minutes, where we would ask everyone to do a 1-minute brief introduction of themselves and talk about the theme of the day a little bit. Let me give you an example, right? If the theme of the day is to reinvent yourself, we would ask people to please do a quick 1 minute to talk about yourself and talk about how you have reinvented yourself lately. That way, you would know them slightly more, right? Slightly more than just where they're from and what's their name. And then they get the chance to speak and practice a bit as well. Now, the second session that we slide in would be a break after the prepared speeches. So let's say we have 2 prepared speeches and then table topics afterwards, right? We would slide this in before table topic begins, right? So we will have a 20 minutes break where we call it the pizza break. And it's a pizza because our hotel makes amazing pizzas. So we would order pizza for the crowd. And within that 20 minutes break, people would be able to sit and chat and talk, getting to know each other. They could talk about anything. They could give comments on the prepared speeches, whatever they want to talk about. That way, again, you're building relationships, people getting to know each other. And a lot of the times people are there at the Toastmasters, they say to network and connect with other interesting people from around the world as well, right? So after this session, we have the third session where we have a hangout after the meeting ends. So this is not mandatory, of course. For those that want to stay afterwards and have an even more casual meetup, staying for dinner or some drinks, right? People could stay afterwards and then chat, right? Maybe the guests, a lot of times the guests, they would stay over and they would ask the members, okay, I want to know more about what this is. I want to know more about the pathway. What can I expect if I go into the club? What's the timeline I could expect to improve, so on. This is where you connect mostly with the guests and other members. And a lot of the times the conversion happens here as well. So it's a win-win-win for everyone. Of course, if you have an on-site meeting, you don't have to fit in all these 3 sessions, right? You can do 1 of the 3, 2 of the 3. But I would say that having 1 at least is already helpful. For us, we put a lot of emphasis on this because people love it. They want to talk and know the person behind the speaker and their speech. So that's for connection. And if we could move on to the next point, TM Iris, thank you, would be presence. Presence, in this case, is actually physically being there at the meeting. So when you're there, you have this added tool, this added utility of the nonverbals that you cannot get at an online meeting, right? So you have it, why not use it? Why not be mindful about it? Why not be more conscious about it, right? First one is to use the room intentionally. And what I mean by this first, for example, with the eye contact. Imagine if you're doing eye contact after a pause, right? If you do that in an on-site meeting versus an online meeting, it's a whole different effect because people can feel the human connection when you do these eye contacts, right? Or raising your hand or getting people to laugh or looking at their response, their face, their reactions. This is the reaction that you can get on site. Second, you could move with purpose, right? You have all this stage area that you could use. You can use props, you can use dynamically front and back, left and right, whereas on online, you're a little bit limited to this screen space. Next, you can also stand strong as if you're at a contest, right? As if you're standing behind a podium and you're at a contest circumstance. Online, it's a bit difficult. I myself right now, I'm sitting a bit hunchback because it's an online and I have to talk to the screen. But at an on-site, you can stand strong and give and deliver a proper speech as if you're on stage. So these elements, they're the nonverbals that help support the quality of your speech, right? And it's needed in actual speeches outside in an on-site real world scenarios. So you have this tool. I would encourage you to use it more and be more mindful. Lastly, applause. Our club loves to applaud because we do it when we introduce speakers. We do it before a table topic question. We applaud when someone is done with their table topic speech. We applaud all the time. And again, this links back to good energy because people who are uncomfortable with being on stage or public speaking, when they hear the applause, they feel good. It's supportive. It's good energy. And when you applaud, again, versus online, it's a different mood, right? So do it often. So these are the 3 main elements that, from my experience, help up to shape up to a good meeting offsite. So if we move on to my conclusion, to my summary points, 3 main things. Once again, first, energy is contagious. Try to bring good energy to the table and make sure that you have a solid start to the meeting. The first 5 minutes matter a lot because it determines the whole flow of the meeting. Secondly, connection builds relationships. Not only it is good for retention, but it keeps people happy and they want to come back, especially if you are officers, right? And you have good relationships among yourselves. You would feel that sense of accountability and a slight bit of greater ownership to create or make or craft a better meeting for everyone. So it helps with everything. Third, the present amplifies the nonverbals. As I mentioned, it's an added tool in your arsenal, right? So why not be more mindful and get the best use out of it? So that is my topic of the day and my talk. So if you guys are holding an on-site meeting, I hope that was helpful. But if you guys hold online meetings and you want to experience this in person, come to Bangkok. We're happy to welcome you. I'll welcome you with open arms and a big hug myself. Other than that, thank you, and back to you to the host, Toastmaster Iris. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And let's contact our speaker if you travel or join the club meeting in Thailand as well. And thank you very much for the tip like energy, connection, and presence. And don't forget to take note because at the nearly at the end of the workshop, we have the quiz so that we can remember it and also play it in the workshop as well. And now, let's move on to the second speaker. I would like to invite our president, Toastmaster Binh Phang from English Teachers Toastmaster Club. Yeah, please chant hands together.
Thank you, our host, for inviting me. Yes. So hi everyone. I guess that maybe some of you here have known about ETTC. Can you type yes if you know ETTC? Thank you, our PQD Samanak. Yes. Okay, and we have some ETTC members right in the Zoom. Yes, thank you, Tomato Ngọc Hà Thủy. Okay. So, today I would like to share about our. I don't call it a success story, but I just call it like how we can maintain our club for around 6 years since then. Okay, since the day we have been founded. So first, our host, can you? Yes, thank you. First, let's talk about what turns a small group of people who want to practice English into a strong and sustainable speaking community. A few years ago, ETTC started with just a simple idea that to create a safe and supportive environment where people could practice English. And most of us are English teachers. And that's why we came to the name ETTC. ETTC stands for English Teachers Toastmaster Club. All right, so I think that you can guess the biggest reason why we have ETTC and why the founder came to the idea. It is the time when the COVID-19 hit. So we cannot go to classes, traditional classes. We have online classes. And when we came online, we can see that there's many advantages of having online classes as well as online clubs. So why don't we build a club for teachers, especially teachers? Of course, not only teachers. All right, so the idea is very simple, right? And I think that most of us, we always want to leave a legacy. We want to build a community for people like us, maybe for your colleagues, for your students, for your future students, for your future colleagues, and for the one who have the same mind with you. And at the beginning, we were very small. We just have around, I think, 10 or 12 members. And we didn't have many resources. We just have one thing, I think one important thing, that is a clear vision. We believe that when people feel supported, when people feel encouraged and challenged in the right way, they can grow. So what makes ETTC different? I think that some of you here already know. First, it's about the timing, right? We wake up very early, about 6 a.m. to have the meeting. And but of course, it's just the very first thing. As ETTC grew, we realized something important. That is, a successful club is not just about meetings or activities. It is about the culture. So at ETTC, we focus on three things. First, a strong learning culture. So every meeting is designed to help our members to grow, to improve through speeches, through feedback and practice. And second, we have the mentoring and support. So new members are encouraged, guided, and given opportunities to grow step by step. We have the mentoring program. So our BPE will match an old member and a new member. So the old member can guide the new member. And sometimes being a mentor gives the learning opportunities to the both. And third, I think that it is about the balance between professionalism and warmth. I mean, in a community, of course, we have to follow the process, we have to follow the agenda, we have to follow the pathway, and we just go step by step. But at that place, of course, we join and we just share our story, our ideas, our experience in not only at our job but in our life also. There were several times that our members just gave speech about their love life, about their how they chose their partner, kind of things. And I think that it is just build our bond, our connection. And when we chose the topic, we will try to pick something not really professional, but we have it come to our private life also. And the third, the last thing, that is the consistency in quality meeting. So we would our EXCO team try our best to build the agenda and run the meetings smoothly, and we just pick up carefully the ones who take the role, or we will divide the opportunity to equally to all members to learn. And if the new member, they are shy and they are scared, of course we have the support, we have the backup. For example, sometimes one member would take around 2 to 3 roles. Yes. You know, but in the end, what keeps people coming back? That is about the quality, about what they can get, what they can learn from a club. So I would like to move to the next slide, our growth and our milestones. I believe that over time, ETC has grown, yes, into a vibrant community of speakers and leaders. So of course, on the screen, I just show you some of our social pages, and you can see that we have a Facebook page, we have a YouTube channel with the with the meetings, and we have around 100 meetings live streamed on YouTube. So our members or old members or new member or future members can take a look. And it's quite small to you maybe, but for us it is a success because we just keep going, we don't stop. I believe that growth is not about numbers. The real success is about the transformation of our members, because you can see that in the contest recently, we have 2 members who can get to division. The division contest, that is Toswater Hằng Nguyễn and Toswater Ngọc Anh. Yeah, so we have seen members who once felt very nervous speaking in front of others, and gradually they became confident speakers. They became confident mentors, and they even became leaders not only in our club, but in the area and in the division. And right here we have Toswater Thủy Nguyễn, who became the area director here, and she came from PTTC. Yes, and she even became VOT club president. So that means she still keep going with the leadership path. Yes. So, and that is the impact that we are most proud of. Yeah. So of course, I believe that every club has the challenge, right? So for me, the sustainable success comes from three key things. That is vision, system, and people. I believe that a clear vision, a strong system, and committed people. So these elements work together, and we can build a really impactful club. And our club can continue to grow and evolve, not just for 1 year or 2 years, but I mean long later, long time later. Okay, so and to close my presentation, I believe that looking forward is the thing that will help your club to grow. We can create more opportunities for learning, for leadership and connection. And most importantly, we want to continue helping people discover something powerful inside themselves, inside their voice. And because of that, at ETC, we believe that we don't just build speakers, we build confident people, and their voices can inspire, can influence their communities. So thank you. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you for our host for sharing the screen.
Okay, thank you very
Yeah.
much, and really love the tip that is like sustainable success, like clear vision, strong system, and committed people. Wow. Don't forget to take note, and thank you very much once again, our second speaker. And now let's continue our workshop with the third speaker. Please welcome our intermediate past president, Thomas Alex T. Okay, can you send a big heart to him? Yes. Okay.
Please let me know when you can see my screen.
I can see. We can see, yes.
Okay, awesome. So, one moment. Am I sharing in the wrong way? Sharing. Okay, so I think firstly, let's look at how we can run an effective and impactful club meeting in general. Now, the reason why I have to ask this question is as clubs, we need to figure out who is our potential member. Now, when I say potential member, do we know what is the profile of the person? What is their age? What is their marital status? What are their occupation? What do they like to do for fun? Or even what are their dreams? And by that extension, how can our Toastmasters Club help them achieve those dreams? For Phnom Penh Toastmasters Club, we ask this question: what is their age? What is their occupation? What is the nature of their work? What is their focus or attention? And also, what is their time allowed? So in that case, we actually figured out that our club members belong to a very specific group of people. Usually they are between 25 to 45. Married or single, doesn't matter. They are usually mid to late career. So that means that they are usually people in a supervisory role, or they are running their businesses. So they usually have people reporting to them. They are also very focused on their professional development. And last but not least, they are usually very busy. So that is also the basis of why Phnom Penh Toastmasters Club actually do our meetings hybrid. So if you are busy, you are traveling, you could still join our club meeting. That was the whole reason why we focus on hybrid meeting. Now, after you have answered this question, we have to answer this question of what kind of meetings will attract these people that we are targeting. The questions would include what is the theme that we need to have? What is the kind of environment we need to create for our potential members? What is the focus of our meeting? And last but not least, what is the energy level that we need to bring for our members? So the answer to these questions that we found was that, number one, leadership and mindset is actually the theme that we focus a lot on. The environment is welcoming, as usual, as with how any physical meeting should be. As mentioned by our Toastmaster Jay, President Jay from Sukhumvit Toastmasters. It is, of course, important for us to focus on personal improvement, and last but not least, high energy and positive. So this was what we tried to maintain throughout the entire meeting. Last but not least, we need to ask the question of how can we have an impactful meeting? If you look at the process of an entire meeting, you always start with opening remarks. You will go to the Toastmaster of the day, prepared speakers, table topics, evaluation, and lastly, closing remarks. Now, how can you control the meeting experience in this case? The answer to that question would be these parts where you actually have the opportunities to control the meeting experience. Of course, when you are an EC member, the president or usually the vice president of education will open the meeting, and that is where you can set the tone of the meeting to be positive, high energy, and of course, welcoming to your guests. Second part is, of course, for the Toastmaster of the day to continue the positivity and the energy level into the next part of the meeting. And of course, the table topic master and general evaluator will be trying to keep the high energy levels that you have set at the start. What you can't do as a EC member. So these are some of the things that you can't do. I mean, not just because you are not supposed to do it, but because generally it's not feasible to do it. So this will include restricting speeches of your prepared speakers, restricting the speeches of your table topic respondents, restricting the speech of your evaluators in this case. But what you can do is you can set the tone at the opening because you are part of the EC team. You are in charge of ensuring that the energy level of the club meeting starts on high note. At the same time, you are also responsible for selecting your role players. So Toastmaster of the day, table topics, and general evaluator usually has the highest amount of speaking time. So it is very important for VPE to choose these role players carefully. Does it mean that your newer members do not get the opportunity to do so? The answer is no. You can still assign these roles to your newer members. Make sure that they are guided properly on how to perform their roles well. And of course, at the end of the meeting, at the closing, give them credit for taking the new challenge and rising to the occasion to take a new role, challenging themselves. Of course, last but not least, at the closing remark, you can actually summarize your key message so that your guests, as well as members, have something to take home by the end of the meeting. In the end of the day, when you look at how things are, all of you are also investing 90 minutes of your personal time on a Friday evening to learn about how you can run a more effective club meeting. Now, your guests will also be the same. They are going to be investing anywhere between 90 minutes to 120 minutes of their daily time to get something. What can you as a club offer to the audience? That would be the question that we need to solve as Toastmasters Club. Now, last but not least, your meetings will not be effective and impactful immediately. We have gone through a continuous improvement when it comes to running our club meetings. So some of these include having hybrid meetings. Personally, if you ask me, our hybrid meeting process is not perfect at the moment. What I mean by that is, for instance, if you are running a club meeting that is hybrid, one of the key challenges that you face is that online meeting participants feels left out. What I mean by that is your eye contact to the camera will be less than compared to your physical attendees. That is generally the case. At the same time, the role of the Zoom master is very important, where the Zoom masters needs to make sure that table topics are actually shared, because sometimes they have lapse of concentration, they miss the topic. Sometimes it is also important to share the agenda and welcome guests online as they appear. We also reintroduced the role of joke master, because when we started our journey of improving the club, the joke master session was not part of the weekly process. We also introduced the best speaker voting. That was also absent for some time. At the same time, we also introduced members induction. How many of you have heard what is the Toastmaster promise? Can you raise your virtual hand? If you have heard of what the Toastmaster promise is. I see 4 attendees, 5. Okay. A Toastmaster promise is basically a promise that every Toastmaster member makes as part of their role as a Toastmaster or member of Toastmaster International. It includes attending club meetings, being a contributing and welcoming member, attendee at club meetings, taking up EC role when called upon to do so, and to uphold the core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence. So that would be generally a quick overview about what Toastmaster promises. For those of you who would like to know more, please go ahead and Google it up after this training session. Of course, we also emphasize our core values and our club mission to ensure that our guests knows exactly what we stand for as a club and as Toastmasters members. Last but not least, guest follow-up and welcoming guests all the time, because this is to ensure that we have a steady flow of guests and we continuously follow up to ensure that members, we have a flow, constant influx of new members. Okay, that's all from me. If you have any questions, we will be more than happy to take additional questions.
Thank you very much, our speaker, Toastmaster Alex T. And I really impressed on the tip, like who is your potential member and how can we attract the potential member as well. So that is the question. Maybe we consider more about this, and we can a lot of members register to be the official member, a lot of guests to register to be an official member as well. And yeah, the workshop today cannot be successful if we don't have our speaker, our district leader, or our club officer and distinguished guests. So I would like to invite our program quality director, distinguished Toastmaster Enzo Manac, for the appreciation. Please welcome. Let me share the screen. Okay. Okay, the stage is our PQD. Let me ping PQD. Yeah, here. Okay.
Do we have someone to take photo, Iris?
Can you say something first? I
Okay.
will take photo.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, first of all. Thank you, our first speaker, Toastmaster Jay, the president from Sukhumvit Toastmasters Club, one of the strong and also good standing club in Thailand that have been running for few years and also achieved President distinguished in the club charter. So thank you for your sharing and also inspiring our club members as well.
Hey, thank you very much once again, and let's take a photo. Let me ping just one person. Oh, two? Okay. Let me see. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, very nice. Maybe once again, so we have the speaker only, because I cannot ping two of you and take a photo. Okay. Here. Okay, okay, speaker again. 3, 2, 1. Wow, excellent. Thank you very much. So picture already finished. Now back to our PQD.
Yes, thank you, Iris. So next, our second speaker, right? Our second speaker is current president from English Teacher Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Big Pan. Let's spotlight. Yes.
I'm
Thank you.
already ping her.
Yes. So thank you again, our president, Toastmaster Big Pan, for sharing this practice and also experience. As we all know that ETTC is the early morning club, but we really appreciate and admire all the members and club officer dedication to run this club meeting and also making sure that the club is running well and also achieve the goal and the purpose for our members.
Okay, let's take photo. 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more picture for the speaker. One more picture. Oh, wait. Let me see. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our host.
Yes.
All right. Next, I would like to invite the immediate past president of Phnom Penh Toastmaster, Toastmaster Alex. Yes, I am so proud because I am also one of the co-founder of Phnom Penh Toastmasters Club, and this club has been running very well. And also, I appreciate all the club officers and members for keeping the momentum of this club. And this club currently has recruited many new members for this community. So thank you, our immediate past president, Toastmaster Alex, and all the club officers.
Yeah, let's take a photo. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, excellent. And can we have one more photo for the speaker? Yeah, let's see. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Again, you close your eyes. Again. Open your eyes. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, excellent. Next one. Oh, me.
Maybe we take at the end, right? Like this?
Oh, yeah, it's okay
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Mia, our timer. Yeah, I think we can say something appreciation.
Okay. Thank you, our timer Toastmaster Mia from Yap Da Nang Toastmaster Club, right? Yes, for taking your time to support our district event today and also maybe in the next event and workshops as well. Thank you, Toastmaster Mia.
Yeah, let's take photo. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Wow.
Thank
One
you. Back to
photo.
you,
Yeah, okay.
back to you, Toastmaster Eric.
Thank you very much. And now, so can everyone change the background so that we can take a group photo that capture the beautiful moment here. Let me send the background again so that everyone can change it. Yes. Okay. Okay, here. Wait, it's loading. Okay, let me. Oh, it's still loading. Oh. Wait for me, wait for me. Okay, so if you're ready, let's take the photo. Oh, the background is still loading. Oh, it's okay. Okay, it's done. Lucky. Ready?
Okay.
So, oh,
Now
wait.
1 minute for our member to change the background.
Yeah. Let me.
But for your information, we haven't finished our workshop yet. We still have another
Yeah,
Q&A
yeah.
round, so please stay until the end.
Q&A and quiz. Okay, ready? So we have two screens. So 3, 2, 1. Again. 3, 2, 1. Okay, wait. For the next screen. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, thank you very much. I see handsome and also beautiful faces here as well. And thank you very much. Now, to continue, I would love to invite everyone to join the next part. That is quiz. Okay, quiz. So you can take your phone, mobile phone, and I will show you the code as well. Okay, Kahoot game, please. Okay, you can take your phone and then, okay, you can enter the pin. It's loading. Oh, now. Or you can scan the code as well. Okay. Waiting for participant. Oh, I see the first one. So we have 27 people, 27 participants. The second part, yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you can use your phone and access the Kahoot link, or you can go to the app that can scan the QR code as well here. Here we have 5, 8, 9. How about the other one? Can we have more? 9 only? So we have 10 seconds left for everyone. Do you need any help? Can you access the link? If yes, can you type number 1 in the chat box? Or if you need help, so can you type number 10? So I can help you. Number 10 if you need help. Okay. Oh, everyone can. Yeah. Maybe the internet a little bit. So we wait. Okay, so we have 10. So 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8. And if you cannot access, maybe you can review what you take now as well. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's start. For the first one. Okay. 3, 2, 1. The first one. You can type in the chat box the answer. Okay. You can type the answer in the chat box if you cannot access the link. Okay, we have the first one like on-site clubs must win on. And we have A, B, C, D. Oh yeah, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have present, connection, and energy. Thank you. The next question. Next. Wow. We have champion. Oh, you have the name as well. Wow. Champion. Energy means. You can type in the text box your answer as well. Or maybe you can type red, blue, yellow, or green. Yeah. Okay. We have 9, 10 answer. Yeah, let's see. Wow. First 5 minutes matter. Yeah, like our speaker impressed as well. Wow, we have JV. Next, number 3. To create the connection, we should. We should have the meaningful introduction or leave early or practice that encourage conversation or meaningful instruction combined together with the practice that encourage conversation. So, wow, congratulations for the last answer. Next one. Who is the first? Oh, Jay again. The second champion, the third, Alex. Next. Presence means. Applause or eye contact across the room or move with purpose. Oh, they are all correct. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, we have the 9 correct answer. Next. Wow. Chase is the first one. Next one, number 5. To create unique identities. Strong learning focused culture or structure, training and mentoring from our second speaker, President Bin Fang. Yeah. Wow, 9 correct answer. And wow, champion is the first one. Yeah, we have the third person, Thomas Hing. Yes. Next one, number 6. What is sustainable success? Do you remember 3 keywords? Vision, system, and consistent effort, or let's see. Wow. Yeah. Wow. We have 5, 6. Wow. Next. Oh, champion again. The second question. The 7th question. The question is to define potential members. We should identify. This is from the third speaker, Thomas Alexi. Okay, let's see. Wow, we have the first one, age, occupation, and nature of work. And the next, wow, we have K in the second place. Number 8, how can we attract potential members? So we have theme and energy level or environment, or they are all correct. See. Yeah, they are all correct. Energy level and focus of the meeting. Wow, we change the position. Next, 2 more questions. You shouldn't, or we shouldn't. Okay, we have a lot of restrict, prepare speakers topics, or restrict table topic respondent speech. Are they all correct or none of them? Okay, let's see. Yes, they're all correct. Shouldn't, we shouldn't do. Champion, Thomas Hing and Jay. Last question. To have an impactful meeting. So we'll set tone at the beginning or summarize key takeaway at closing, or we combine, or we have low energy. Yeah, so we have combine two answers together, set tone and also summarize. And the winner for this quiz go to third place, Jay. Congratulations. The second one, oh, Thomas Tahi. The first place go to champion. Wow. Next time I will name myself champion. Wow, Alex and Kay as well. Wow, and the other one. Thank you very much for joining the quiz, and I hope that this is the quick game that we can review something like some tip in the workshop. Yeah. Can you type in the chat box that how do you feel about the question? Is it useful? If yes, can you type number 10? If not, so you can type number 9 and don't forget to raise your questions. Okay. I hope that number 10 and plus number 9 so that we can have more questions. Oh, yeah, number 9. Okay. Okay, I will give the stage for your question as well. Now, let's continue our part 2 to Q&A. Yes. So I list down some questions from our participants. And let me share that. Wait a bit. Yeah, here we are. Wow, thank you very much for sharing your concerns and also the question that we can join hands together to have the discussion. So maybe in this part, I would like to invite our speaker and also our program quality director, Distinguished Toastmaster Enzo Manac, for sharing as well. Okay, for the first one from our participants, develop members in pathway. Just a sentence like this. So there is any speakers or PQD want to share something? Yeah, PQD.
Yes, I'm not sure if this is the question or it is the purpose in joining this workshop.
Yeah. So maybe you can share a bit.
Yes, I think as we all know that in Toastmasters, we follow the pathway education program that our members can expect to learn when they join the Toastmaster program. And this is what we can improve from time to time is from practicing and also delivering speech based on pathway because each project in the pathway, they have their own and unique purpose. Yep. So the more we keep delivering speech based on pathway, the better and also the more confident we become because those competencies it encompass around building confidence, leadership, interpersonal communication, and also many other competencies. So when members deliver speak based on pathway, they will achieve their purpose in joining the club.
Yeah, thank you very much. I totally agree that when we like follow the pathway that we can increase the confidence and also to keep track of our past in the public speaking as well. And for the second question, it's not a question, it's a sharing. Maybe they're concerned about it. The number of members is small and participation in the meeting is also low. So maybe it's also a question as well. So how about our speakers? You want to share something? If not, I invite. Okay, I invite our first speaker, Thomas President Jay. Yes.
Sure. Thank you for the question. So the number of members is small and participation in meetings is also low. So I don't want to touch too much on the PR side of things, right? Getting your guests to come in. But I think what is important is if the guests convert and the members are enjoying the meeting or not. which I feel the two main aspects is that the first one, are they getting a lot of value out of this, right? Because that was the initial purpose of coming to a meeting. You want to learn how to talk, you want to get the chance to talk, and you're getting valuable feedback so that you can improve yourself, right? So for number one, you have to be clear on the roles. The educational side has to be clear, and all the roles and the participation and the learning there has to be clear for the people coming in. And second part, like I said in my talk, right, in my workshop, that the connection side for us, for our club, for example, is very important, because when guests convert, they talk a lot about how the club has very supportive people in the club. They feel very comfortable being with the people, and it feels almost like a family, and you want to share, you want to come and get to know the people. And when you share your personal stories in the meeting, they feel like people really care and listen to them. So again, it's back to the human connection, and that's for our club. Hope that's helpful, and I would love to hear from the other speakers as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our speaker number one, for your answer. And how about other speaker want to share something? Are you agree with that? Oh yeah. So no answer is mean agree. Okay. So I hope that so you can satisfy with this answer, identify the role, the clear role, and also bring the value to our guests or member as well. So for the third one, role taker fulfillment timely. Role taker fulfillment timely. So does anyone want to share something about this? PQD?
I think it's not a question.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the sharing that in as part of running club effectively and also impactfully is to have role taker completed timely, so that the club the role takers, they can have enough time to prepare their role and also the speeches on time. Yes.
Yeah. So spend time for them as well. And number 4, unity and inclusivity with international members. So how about our speaker?
If I may add, I think when it comes to in unity and inclusivity, this is very important, because we always talk about wanting to welcome people to the club. Now, if somebody walks into the club and they don't feel the unity, they don't feel the inclusivity, then we are basically not welcoming them. So having unity and inclusivity is actually sort of welcoming to the club, welcoming our guests to the club firstly, and secondly, our members. Now, this actually goes back to who we are trying to attract. Because when we talk about targeting, who is our target customers, so to speak, we need to know what are their sensitivities also, what do they care about. So the meeting will be structured around what this group of people care about, so that will actually help them get the value from it. So knowing who you are trying to attract as a first target will then create an environment where you are able to welcome the members you want to attract.
Yeah. So thank you very much. So I think the first one, like our speakers share that, like welcome our guests or members when they join the club as well. And next one. So we have, does theme of the meeting impact to club meeting quality? Okay. So we can answer this question, and then we can open the questions for the participant in the Zoom as well. So how about our speaker? Do you want to share something?
speaker two?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. Can I invite the theme of the meeting impact to the club meeting quality? So, where the third speaker? I want to invite third speaker.
Okay, for me, yes. The reason why I say this is because the themes need to be relevant to your target customer or target guests or members. Because if it is not relevant to them, they don't care enough about the theme. So if they don't care enough about the theme, naturally, they will be, number one, less interested. Number two, they would feel that they don't get enough of value out of the meeting. So this is also, this leads back to the reason why at our club, Phnom Penh Toastmasters, we rarely have topics that are technical in nature. Like everybody is talking about AI, but we don't choose the topic, the theme of AI, unless there is a specific member that wants that topic to be discussed. So that is the reason why we choose our themes around leadership, mindset, to some extent, some productivity areas that our members can actually get value out of.
Yeah, so we based on the members in the club requirement as well. Thank you very much. And now I open the questions for our participant in the Zoom. So please raise your hand or you type the question in the chat box. Okay, I can invite you to share your ideas or like the question. No one have the question? Okay, let's see. Our President Brian Richard, do you have the question for our speaker and PKD? Hello, our President Brian Richard. No, no. Okay. So if not, we can continue with the sixth one. So, what is the best way to persuade people to become members? Oh, well, I think this is an interesting question as well. So maybe I invite our third speaker, Thomas Bính Phan. Yeah, can you share your points?
Yeah, thank you for for inviting me again. I guess the best way to persuade people to become members is that you show them what they can learn from your other members, or how your meeting can impact them. For example, in my club, many new members, they just they registered because they can see that our speakers are really confident, and their ways to deliver a speech help them to learn, to grow. They think that if they join ETTC, they can become such such a confident speaker like our members, our old members, and that's why that is ETTC way to get more members.
I totally agree that we show them what they can learn and what they can achieve if they keep going, learning and practicing as well. And how about the first speaker, President Jay? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, so I don't want to be redundant and talk about, building relationships and all that. But I think in the workshop, President Alex made a good point about knowing your target group, what they want, right? Some people come in and they want to network, for example. So you show them that you have these people that you might want to connect with, right? Some people come in for the learning experience. So you show them these pathways and how we can help them together to shape and practice and improve on their speaking skills, if that is the case. So it's about, for the people coming in, what do they want to gain from the club? Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I see the purpose of them as well. Thank you. And the next one, how to help the club grow. Wow. It related to a lot of aspects as well, criteria. I would like to invite Alex Tom. Okay. Intermediate past president Thomas Alex for this question.
Okay. So we started the term starting 1st July 2025 at about 14 members. Now, if you do the math for our club, what happened was that to run an effective club meeting, if you look at the numbers strictly speaking, you need a Toastmaster of the day, you need a table topic master, you need a general evaluator, 3 speakers, 3 evaluators, tag team, which is about another 3 more, so that will be 12 members. So if you include word and quote master, joke master, you need about 14 to 15 members. Now, out of 14, how many of your club members will show up every week or every 2 weeks for your club meetings? If you look at it that way, then if let's say 50% of your members are always in attendance, you need about 30 members to be able to sustainably run your club. So to grow the club, the basics must be growing membership. You can see that there are 2 DCP points that align to club membership growth. And to qualify for DCP, you need at least a certain number of members also. You need to grow 3 to qualify for distinguished, plus 5 for presidents for select distinguished, and 20 for presidents distinguished. So if you look at it from that perspective, the primary focus should be on membership. Now, how to focus on membership? Number 1 is, of course, the PR part, which basically brings your guests to the club. The sales part, or closing the sales, which is primarily the vice president of membership role. And last but not least, to continuously create the value for your audience, which is through the meeting quality, primarily from the vice president of education. Now, to systematically and consistently bring such guests into the club meetings and to convert them into members, we need a process. So when we say a process, we need to have a systematic way of how we can bring them into the club as a guest first. And secondly, how do we convert them from being guests into members? Whether it is through connecting with them, identifying what is their primary problem that they want to solve from Toastmasters. And then when they become a member, how to ensure longevity of membership. Because in Phnom Penh Toastmasters Club, we have some problems with regard to member longevity, meaning to say within 3 to 6 months, they discontinue their membership. So firstly is to get the flow into the club first, and then secondly is to ensure that they stay with us for a long time. So these are tweaks that we, as I mentioned earlier, we are still continuously working, improving our club experience. So I hope that answers your question. Firstly, work on membership in terms of numbers first. Thereafter, work with member longevity, meaning to say they stay for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and take up leadership roles to continue and grow the membership.
Wow, it's such an interesting process that we spend time for it, and wow, closing sale PR part, and also find out primary problem from our guests or members to help them to keep going and also become a member as well. Thank you very much. And now, does anyone want to raise your question? Or we still have, yeah, I think this is the unique selling preposition should I go with to differ our club from others? This is an interesting question as well. So how can we make our club different from other club as well? So can we have the sharing from our speaker PQD? The unique selling preposition. So how can we make our club is different with other or special one, the unique? Yeah.
I think it depend. Sorry, I think it depend on the club officer themselves. What kind of unique selling proposition they would like to target their member. For example, like Phnom Penh Toastmasters, they are targeting those people who are working, the professional or entrepreneurs who are looking for space to build their confidence, to benefit their professional life or their working career. So the theme and also the focus of the meeting should benefit them like that. And for example, English Teacher Toastmasters Club, this club is for teacher, right? So maybe the theme could focus more on the teaching for students, the strategies to make students enjoy during class, or another club that might focus on, for example, our newly chartered Toastmaster Club, bilingual Toastmasters Club in Cambodia. 1 week we speak Khmer, 1 week in English. So the theme of that club meeting should also more on encouraging people to improve their language. So that is an example of how the club should set the unique selling proposition. And they can also do the quick survey with the internal members to get some inputs from them as well. Yes.
Wow, very detailed answer as well. And like it depends on the members and also the points or the requirement from them as well. Should be the question. Okay, so let's see any question. ETTC also has science teacher from Malaysia. Yeah. Okay, and we have the last one. It's quite a little bit not related too much, but I think that's the answer that the question. If I have to leave the club before the end of this term, what should I do to retain the quality of the club? And I think this happened in some club as well, and they raised the concern. So maybe our PQD can share about this one. Or
I believe that the quality of the club could not happen with just single officers or member, right? It takes the whole team in that club, including club officers and members. So I believe this need to be done as a teamwork, that everyone perform their role effectively. They understand their role, starting from club president until sergeant at arms. So when they understand their role clearly, they can perform their role very well. Yeah. And also the club president also play an important role in making sure that each club officer is functioning well, and also have the regular catch up to update the club progress and also what are the next action for the club to take. So by having that meeting regularly, it helps the club officers to stay accountable and also perform their role to the best throughout the term. Yeah. So that is my short answer to this. Maybe our speakers can share
Yeah.
more as well.
So maybe I invite Thomas Alex, because I remember you switch the different role in the EXCO team, right?
Okay. The straight answer to transition in by the end of the term is there is no answer. I'm afraid I don't have the answer for that. I have the answer for maybe 2 to 3 years succession planning. The answer to that question is a standard operating procedure that you can hand over from one person to another. Say, for example, how can you bring member? How do you close members? Like, for instance, DTM Carmen I think IPDD of District 51, actually gave this suggestion to me in the district conference. She suggested for me to get the guest phone number so that we can then send the meeting photographs to the members. So use the meeting photographs as an excuse to get their contact details. Every time we have marketing materials, send to the guests. Invite them back to the club so that they will become recurring guests. And from there, then you proceed to close the guest. That will be one of the many things that we can do and to systemize this process. The other part is also to systemize the process of orientating our members. What I mean by that is when they join, they register as a member. How do we orientate to them in such a way that they are able to become a sustainable Toastmaster member and to learn on their own? Of course, the base camp is a good avenue for members to learn, but they need to know exactly what they need to learn. I'm sure many of us in this online meeting has been through the process of you just speak and speak and speak. You don't even realize that there is actually a speech objective in your particular project. I went through that myself many years ago, and that was something that I'm embarrassed to admit, but it was the truth. That was something that happened to us at the start. So the process of ensuring and orientating the member back into the club, into the Toastmaster learning process is the other part. Of course, once we talk about this process from guest to long-term member, we need to talk about leadership. How can we create a process whereby our up-and-coming leaders are encouraged to take on more leadership roles over time, so that when they become president or when they become vice president of education, they have the confidence and the ability to take on such roles. Because if they are not confident, then they will be hesitating to take on leadership roles, even at the EC level. So when we have more process to actually guide them, then they will be able to play the role. So like what we do currently at Phnom Penh Toastmasters, which we are still refining, is that even though some EC members are not the president, they are encouraged to take on the role of presiding officer even though in the presence of the president. So for example, even when the president is in the club meeting, we encourage our treasurer or VPPR or VPM or even VPE to take on the role of opening and closing the meeting. So when we do that, then by the time they become president, they are ready to take on that role. The same goes for VPE if possible, but VPE is very work intensive because you have to contact every single member. And by doing that, then you can actually have some degree of succession planning. And then last but not least is the handover process. Handover meaning to say from one treasurer to another, to VPM to another, and so on. All these things take time to build and systemize. So short answer is there is no immediate solution to transitioning without affecting club quality over the next 6 months, unless you have a very good successor who can carry the torch. That is the only way that it will solve your problem.
Thank you very much. Wow, what a concise answer as well. Yeah, systemize the process, leadership, and handle the work. But the next, like build up the leadership as well. And once again, if you have a question, so you can send us the question through the email that you registration. So the slide here, so we can send you back after the meeting, after the workshop today through the email that you register as well. And do you have any question? So, okay, if not, so I would like to invite our Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, for the closing remarks. Please welcome.
Thank you, Toastmaster Iris. I wish that we have more time for the Q&A session. I believe that our participants here might have some more questions, but because of the time. But do not worry, you can still send us your questions through email or personal chat so that we can support you. And I would like to take this chance to thank all the speakers for taking your time to prepare your sharing. I believe that by joining and also sharing this, it shows your leadership, your inspiration that can benefit other clubs and also other members as well. And I encourage everyone to keep joining and keep supporting your club and members, because when you keep taking this role, you will improve your leadership skills and also communication as well. And for your information, I would like to announce some information that our district will organize our district conference in May 16 and 17 in Da Nang, Vietnam. If you haven't bought ticket yet, grab your chance now, because we are still doing the early bird price, so that have that opportunity and encourage your members to join us as well. And we are also launching a campaign for Club Excellence for those clubs that can achieve DCP or Distinguished Club Program by the end of April. We will recognize those clubs during our district conference, whether you achieve Distinguished, Select Distinguished, President Distinguished, or Smedley Distinguished. Your clubs will be recognized during our district conference. So the Smedley Distinguished Club will be awarded with a trophy, and for those clubs that achieve Distinguished, Select, and President, will receive a medal with a certificate. So let's check and review the progress of your club on the dashboard and see what more that your club can achieve, so that we will celebrate your achievement in our district conference. And do not forget that the timeline for membership renewal by the end of this month. Please have to remind your club member. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Iris.
Thank you, our PQD, for the reminder about the conference and also the how can I say, the award as well. And I also send the feedback, so we would like to receive and have your feedback so that we can conduct the next effective club workshop. So please take maybe 1 minute to fill out it. Okay. No. So if you finish, can you type number 10 so that we can see your energy and also receive your feedback as well? So we have. Okay, if you finish, can you type number 10 in the chat box? Or you can do it later. Okay, done. Thank you. So we will send the feedback link for all of the participants today and also the slide as well. And once again, I really glad to see all of you for this evening and also spend time with us for the interesting question. And we are here together to discuss and like build the successful club. Thank you very much. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.